Hey, everybody. Welcome to our podcast, Craig Fixada America, in which Craig will fixa da America. Um, I'm Brian Cartwright, and I'm joined by Rocky Hardy,
Yeah, that's me.
Tegan Somerset,
That's me.
and Craig. And Craig is going to fix America.
How is Craig gonna fix America?
I'm all ears.
It's just what you heard, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
Craig?
boy. I don't think it's fair for us to expect our podcast recording companion to fix America.
I feel like he's just a guy.
That seems like a lot of pressure to put on a little bear. You know, he's just a little guy.
If he would stop looking at me like that, he could get more done.
He's just a little guy. He's here to listen.
Also, I don't want to trash Craig because, Craig, is definitely kind of doing this for us for free, and I feel like he does this for a lot of people. I feel like he's really busy, actually.
So you're saying he's so busy he can't fix America?
Well, I would say that he's doing enough to contribute to the betterment of America that he doesn't need to fix the whole thing.
Okay. Would you say he's more or less busy than Joseph Robinette Biden?
You know what? I don't know. That guy seems tired. Maybe he's got a lot going on.
If you say that guy, do you mean Craig or Joseph Robinette Biden?
Joseph, you know what? Pick your poison, actually.
Okay. I can't recall. When we last gathered, had Biden already debated?
Yeah, the debate already happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hadn't yet had Grandpa's fun news conference to try to convince everybody that he's like, I've got it. I've still got it. Tune into my news conference to see how I've got it. He hadn't yet done that.
That's correct.
Yeah. That was a fun news conference. I especially like the part where he referred to Kamala Harris as Vice President Trump. That was a good part. That was really good. I don't know. Let's see here. Well, that's not a show, Doc. Okay.
There specifically is not a show doc for this week.
Oh, fantastic. We free balling it. Hey, everybody,
Yeah.
we free balling it. Tegan, what's going on with you?
Nothing. You know.
Oh, shit. Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. Nothing's going on. Yay. No, Splatfest is going on right now. We're a team. The theme is which would you rather rent out for your friends? And the options were for a day. And the options are a palace, a theme park, or a beach. And we're team theme park. We're doing great. We're winning at the halftime. But Splatfest ends tonight as of recording, so we don't know who's won yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're still doing new Splatfest, huh?
Yeah.
How about that?
We probably got a couple more. My guess is the big ending Splatfest will be on New Year's. Like for New Year's. We do already know that Splatoon 4 is in development. And there is, in the latest update, there was a Splatfest added, or a Splatfest area added, that is just titled Sand. No other context. So that exists in the code of the game now, though we don't have any way of viewing it. So, but that's the final Splatfest stage. So we know it's there. We just don't know what it is. It's going to be a great time.
Splatoon 4 should have mechs in it. I'm just here to say that.
I don't know how that would work.
I mean, it's like Tanks Plus.
I mean, it does kind of already have mechs in it because of the missile salmonoids. What are they called? That's essentially a mech.
You mean like the? Wait, no. Oh, you mean the flyfish?
Yeah, flyfish.
Yeah, flyfish.
They're a little guy, and they fly in a little spaceship and shoot missiles at you from the other end of the map. Like that sounds like a mech to me.
Or can you get in it and can you drive the thing?
No, it's not our mech. It's their mech.
It's their mech.
No, you see that's I user controlled mechs. That's what I'm campaigning on.
Yeah.
User controlled mechs. Don't you want to be able to ruin somebody's mech by covering it with paint?
Not really.
I mean, it could be fun. I think the stages would need to be bigger to justify the use of mechs, which is its own thing.
I want to know how the mechs are going to help with inking. Is it going to be like a situation where like every step they take is a thing? Like they're running on paintbrushes, and so
really
for that
cool.
situation,
I like the idea that like the way that they ink is just by like movement.
Right, which is what rollers and brushes do, which is fine. But then how do you replenish your ink? Because I don't think the entire mech is going to sink into the little pool that you create, you know?
Then maybe the way that you control the power of mechs is that they have a finite amount of ink in them altogether. But it's a big ass tank. Like you put like a big ass tank on the back of the mech.
Mm-hmm.
And your goal, if you're the opposing team, is maybe just to like fully paint the legs of the mech so that it can't walk anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then the person piloting the mech has to eject. That could be fun. That could be fun. Yeah, mechs. Squid mechs.
Brent, is this a way for you to try to backdoor Splatoon into becoming Titanfall?
Was exactly what I was doing, Rocky. I'm glad you noticed.
Fair enough.
Yep. Some of us miss Titanfall.
I feel like there are games like Titanfall. Isn't there a game? Well, I mean, there's Fortnite for sure that has mechs in it now, but also Overwatch just added mechs.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Overwatch has mechs now?
Yep.
But everybody in Overwatch does like a different thing.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like why would you put the guy who goes, "It's high noon" in a mech?
So then his mech can go, "It's high noon."
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
Shoot you from further and harder.
So yesterday, President Trump, right? Jesus. Speaking of shooting from further, I don't know. I'm all over the place. Man, Mexican Splatoon. I'm all for it. I saw a thing that made me happy, which was somebody cleared a Super Metroid, and they posted their clear screen, and they cleared the game in 4 hours and 19 minutes.
Okay.
And they found 68% of the items in the game.
Okay.
And they were lamenting that they did not find 1 more percent of items to take 1 minute longer to beat the game. So that way their percentages or their closing stats could have been 420-69.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that.
Yeah. I'm like, that really just seems to be like I feel like a real need for that to be just the dumbest category and an awesome game's done quick. Like, can I please see the 420-69 Super Metroid run, please? Like, I'll donate for that.
I mean,
do
someone's
it.
probably cooking on it. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, Rocky, there's nothing going on with Tegan. What's going on with you, man?
Actually, so many things are going on with Rocky. It's been amazing.
I'm busy. You guys know that I'm busy. I'm doing things, but also I'm okay. I also just first and foremost I have a local Super Smash Bros. Challenge that I have not answered yet, and I still can't because I have 82 other things I still have to do. I'm prepping for Raid in Final Fantasy 14, which at the moment changes from a happy-go-lucky game about traversing the world with bunny girls and cat boys to a arms race, a resource arms race. And so I am trying to gather my arms, and I have a deadline, which is the 31st of July when the new Savage Raid comes out. I need to have a fully geared character, of which I am working on. And then I need support classes that also are able to craft things that I will need for the raid. What I'm prioritizing now is like stuff that I'll actually be using in battle, which are the food for like stat bonuses and potions for like stat boosts when the battle is going on. And then after that, I'll try to prioritize crafted gear, but hopefully I'll have enough money afterward to buy the crafted gear when it comes out. And then I have to actually learn the fights, which will inevitably require new diagrams. So look forward to that, I guess. But I'm not there yet. But overall, the expansion Dawn Trail was very cool. I had a couple tastes of home because even though we went to a new continent, it's the world of Final Fantasy XIV is loosely based off of the Earth's map, and we visited northern Mexico and the American Southwest. Although a dated Southwest, more saloon times than anything else. But, the flora and the fauna are there. Found some armadillos. There's plenty of cacti. There's mesquite trees. It was a good time. There's also a weird time skip thing and a true antagonist that is equal parts Nier Automata and Magical Girl, and that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. Tegan is very mad at me for not siding with her and killing her instead, but you do what you have to.
You didn't have to kill her. I still stand by the fact that you didn't have to kill her. You could have saved her in the machine.
No,
it would have been fine. And you could have saved your friend's mom too, and you chose not to. Mad about it.
First of all, she asked us to do it. Second of all, the whole story was actually a very poignant discussion about grief and letting go and the nature of like life, whether it's like immortal or like, finite, and the values of each. And, there's a serious push and pull there. And the story asks you to choose like, fleeting finite life over immortality. And I get that you're upset about that, but I feel like it's a point that I agree with. But again, that's all. I wish I could say that's all done because it's not done, because I have to pop in every once in a while to clean up remnants of the immortal like civilization that I am continuously dismantling. Also, we installed a small lizard boy as the new king, and we got to make sure that he doesn't end up being a puppet, that he can actually rule like for the sake of his people, but also become a ruler in his own right. And that's going to be a trial for sure. But none of that matters at the moment because, again, I'm preparing for this raid, which apparently is going to be a tournament arc. Like, there's some guy who's, like, basically creating the Colosseum to entertain the people because they had just lost their ruler, or the facsimile of which, spoilers, whatever, who cares? But, oh, God. It's going to be pretty fun. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a week 1 clear. I don't think I'm good enough. I'll find out. But I think I can get through the expansion in a month if I really, really try. If I have all the resources available and I take it very seriously. And ideally, if I can get the full clear in a month, then that means I'll be done in 3 months as opposed to 6, which is what I end up doing with some groups sometimes. So I'm looking forward to that. I also still haven't finished Unicorn Overlord, but it's very cool, and I'm looking forward to continuing playing it. Rabid and Steel is in its like final phases. I got to learn the Savage version of Rabid and Steel, which would probably take longer, or not longer, shorter, less time than Final Fantasy 14. But I think I'll just do that to cool down. I think that's going to be my plan. I know I'm playing other stuff. I'm also playing Splatoon. That's right. Also, I found the exact title that I want out of Splatoon, because everyone gets like a little superlative that shows up every time your character shows up to play with other people. And the one that I want is "Thank you for playing." But it turns out, to get "Thank you for playing," I don't have to play a gacha, thank God, even though that would be something I could do on my own schedule. It would take a lot of time and a lot of money. Instead, I have to play out the catalog of the current season, which means I have to play enough Splatoon to get to level 95, which is 60 some miles away, 60 some levels away from me. And so I have to play a lot of Splatoon before the season ends, which I'm assuming in September, hopefully.
More Splatoon time for me. Haha.
Yeah, and Tegan's excited because I'm going to be playing more Splatoon.
Yeah. It ends August 31st.
God damn it, are you serious?
Yeah, the current season ends August 31st. But if you don't get it by August 31st, that's okay. It will go in the gacha machine, and then you just get to play the gacha.
Tegan, you know that's worse, right?
Yeah, like, I know that. Yeah, no, I said it. I said it so that you knew I knew it was worse, but also so that you know it's not like it's going away forever. There is still an option to get it. It's just hella hard.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, Brad, I do want to mention, it turns out that the Overwatch 2 crossover isn't just mechs, it's actually Transformers. I neglected to mention, that's on me.
Transformers are mechs.
You know, Transformers are mechs, but not all mechs are Transformers.
True. Correct.
Yeah.
Transformers are robots, not mechs.
What?
Can you not?
Robots. They're robots, not mechs.
Can you not sit inside a Transformer?
No, you can't sit inside a Transformer. Brian is right. I don't want to call them robots because I don't like that word. But you're right. They are not mechs. They are not piloted.
What the fuck is wrong with the word robot?
Wait, isn't the tagline "Robots in Disguise"?
Yeah, Transformers.
Robots in disguise. Yeah, I know.
So if they call themselves robots, isn't that okay then?
They call themselves robots like in the 80s.
As robots.
Yeah, I know. I don't stand by it. That's okay. Like if Optimus Prime is, I don't know what I'm going to call them. I don't know off the top of my head.
Rejecting their identity. You're rejecting the identity of Optimus Prime.
I disagree. That's what I'm saying.
Literally from Planet Robotron, for Christ's sake.
I know they're from Planet Robotron. Again, this shit was written in the 80s when like Americans didn't know what robot meant, and like I'm not cool with. I don't like robot. I don't like robot. That's it. Like fuck it.
Okay, here's the hair split. I will entertain.
Sure, good.
Because when they are transformed, they are in a humanoid shape. They're bipedal and have humanoid faces. If you wanted to make an argument that they are androids, I would entertain that.
I'm interested in androids. I'm not entirely sold on that. I think I'd just call them automata at this point. But like,
what in the fuck? What is it? They're robots, man. They're robots in disguise.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna fight you about this, right? If you're gonna call them robots, that's your business. I'm not gonna. That's all I'm saying.
I would love to see this fight happen, though. Can we continue the fight? I would love to see the fight.
And also, just before we get the angry letters, okay, it's Cybertron, all right? Not Robotron, whatever.
Not Robotron! Oh, man. I was going to leave you alone on that one. That's okay, but, you know, good to know.
No, I wanted to get to it before, before we get, Dear Brian, it's Cybertron, love Twan, like, whatever the fuck, you know, like...
Please send Brian one angry letter anyway, just for kicks. This one angry letter is requested. It is not that.
Okay, I am begging you, whoever you are who just decided to take up a pen, please don't. I do not have the energy. I just don't.
My condolences.
You can send a letter to Brian by way of me so that I can have like the gossipy part of it, and I just won't share the letter. It'll be fine. Ha
Oh, they're robots in disguise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex is playing the Elden Ring DLC, so I'm seeing a lot of that. And I don't know if this is an Elden Ring problem, but it feels like every time I turn the corner, he's fighting some big thing, you know, like with the full bar on the bottom. And I'm just like, does the DLC have more boss fights than the main game? Is that what's going on?
I believe so. Actually,
it really does feel like that.
Yeah. No, that I mean, I haven't played it again, but that's what I've heard and that's what I've seen. Like it was like more bosses, more violence, more powers, get fucked.
Yeah. The number of lesser enemies I have seen that still have the full bar on the bottom is already terrifying. And then sometimes I'll walk in and it's like, oh, greater enemy felled. And I'm like, ooh, okay. And then earlier today I walked in and it just said legendary enemy felled. And I was like, what the fuck?
What up? Let's go.
Wow, there's so many.
There was thing I saw about Shadows of the Erd Tree, which I was like, man, that seems like a bad idea. Apparently, like, key components of the plot for the DLC revolve around not stuff that was actually included in the core game, but stuff that revolved around a 9-minute animated video that From Software put out on YouTube prior to the release of the base game.
Right.
So unless you sat there all oiled up and sweating watching this 9-minute video, you would have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Brian. That's what these people crave. Like that is the exact shit. You think they're not watching lore videos anyways when other shit is going on? Like FromSoft just made their own lore video. You know? It was only 9 minutes. Half of them probably mad that it wasn't 3 hours long, Brian.
Oh, God.
They're talking to their people. That's what I mean. Like I understand that is something that, like, you know, someone who's trying to dip their toes in wouldn't want to, you know, endure, because from them, like, it comes off as required reading. But like for most of the people that are already signed up, it's just more Elden Ring for them, you know? Like they're having a good time. Some of them are having incredible times, you know? Like
Alex is having a blast. I know it because there was a cutscene between like the phase 1 and the phase 2 of one of these boss fights, and he was just so stunned by it, he immediately died in the phase 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened? Were you blinded by the lore? And he just goes, I was blinded by the lore. And also I had no more healing.
Yeah, there it is.
And then he just started talking about the lore. He's like, but this, and that implies that this, and then these things over here. And I'm like, I'm glad you're having fun.
See, that's what it is, Brian.
Jesus, I need like a shop of the various covers of various FromSoft games where the text of the titles has been swapped out with "I'm glad you're having fun."
That sounds entirely good.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Oh man,
I am glad he's having fun. I'm happy that everybody who has been playing it is having fun.
Hey, actually, Brian, you're a keyboard aficionado, right? Like, you know a thing or two about keyboards.
Yes.
Okay, I want to read a headline to you. I want you to tell me if it makes any sense to you at all.
Okay.
Rappy Snappy beats Snap Tap Rap, says Click Clack Manufacts.
What the fuck shit? What the fuck are you talking
Amazing.
about?
That sounds like a Parappa Rapper ass headline, you know?
This is where I saw my parents die, Parappa.
Yeah, right.
God, damn it.
Weep womp.
It turns out that Rock Paper Shotgun put out an article earlier this week, talking about a new keyboard that has been crowdfunded and is going to enter production soon. The Wooting 80HE, which has a new Rappy Snappy feature. And what it does is that it tracks 2 keys of your choosing and allows one of them to activate even when the other is already being partially pressed, right? Unlike, you know, how most keyboards only track one input at a time. And in theory, it allows like faster like strafing in like shooters like Counter-Strike or Valorant, because you don't have to fully lift your finger off of one directional key before you can move in the opposite direction. And so, it's a technological advantage, which isn't entirely unheard of with hardware. I know, sometimes they just like give honest like accessibility aids to the public, but I don't know if you heard about that one monitor that straight up plays League of Legends for you, which is kind of insane. But this keyboard seems to be more in the latter category. And people are already aware of a different keyboard that is getting a firmware update, the Huntsman V3 Pro, which has a feature called Snap Tap, which is similar to Rapid Snappy, as it allows for like rapid strafing, but it lets you hold down a key and then mash the other key, but it doesn't monitor both inputs. It just monitors one. It just switches to whatever you touched last. And so while people seem to agree that the ADHD is straight up cheating, like you shouldn't be able to do that with a keyboard, it looks like... Oh, wait, no, the other way around. They agree that the Huntsman Pro is straight up cheating because you can change directions even though you're holding down multiple keys. The fact that like you still have to use two fingers to control both movements seems to be the way that Rapid Snappy is going to like slide through the cracks. We'll see what happens in the long term. It probably won't show up in competitive play, which are actually very controlled in terms of hardware. But like if you're just playing like online some night and like some rando has his keyboard, it's very unlikely that like Riot's going to give like a machine ban for like someone using this kind of keyboard. Although there are other games, like for example, Osu, is a rhythm game, actually enforces a ban on, quote, anything that decreases the skill required to play, which is, definitely its own thing. But who knows? Like if game to game they start like checking for hardware enhancements like this, it could definitely change the landscape.
It sounds like it could be an accessibility thing too.
True. And a lot of these things are, but like for example, like the monitor I was talking about before, one of the things that it does is that the monitor itself has AI in it, and it knows how to read mini maps in League of Legends. And so if like it'll track people as they move into Fog of War and then try to figure out where they'll pop out. And if it's somewhere near you, it'll put like markers on your monitor telling you where they might pop out of.
Oh, interesting.
Right. And so like, I mean, there are definitely
that feels like cheating.
Right. And that's what I mean. And like a lot of like hardware advancements are definitely dancing around this line between things that are just made to make it so more people can play the game versus like giving like actual technical advantages to people who are savvy. And that line is getting blurred like every other week, at least when it comes to hardware.
At first, when you were reading it, I was like, oh, that sounds like it'd be really great for like artists and stuff, Not having to push like multiple keys at the same time to like copy and paste and stuff anymore. But now it's like, maybe not though. Maybe it's bad.
I don't think it's like bad outright. Like again, it's like situational, right? Like if you're pulling up to like your Valorant local and this guy has his keyboard, like people would be right to get in their face about it. But like if there's an artist like at home that just like makes their workflow a little simpler, then who cares? Buy the keyboard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like if that artist happens to log on to Valorant and they don't know about the keyboard ban, that would be unfortunate. Like they would definitely not be happy about it, and that would probably cause some sort of like tiff, depending on how big they are on social media. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm interested in like the technology advancing. But I also have to acknowledge that sometimes the technology doesn't have to be everywhere.
I just what? No.
No?
No.
Okay. What's going on, Brian? You want to walk me through that, please?
Maybe. Okay, like, all right. generative AI is bad, and the idea that someone's like, I got an idea for a monitor. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a monitor which is gonna probably like drink a lot of power, just so that way where I can tell you where the little guys are gonna come out. Do you like it? Now you know where the little guys are. Your power bill's tripled, but now you know where the little guys are.
Yeah.
And just why? Why? Do anything else, people. Like, do anything. Play the Mario Brothers, play Overwatches, play Splatoons, play Solitaire. Just like if it is so important to you that like you will triple your power bill by buying a dumb monitor to win, then it is too important. I am begging you, please go touch Plant Life. Do it.
Oh man, I feel like I'm not gonna justify them, but I know that there's a particular guy. Like they're selling this monitor to a particular guy. You know, like the
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck him.
Yeah, but also, oh man, like they definitely pay for shit, and
Okay,
that's something
right.
that's something I can't ignore. Like I wish I could just say,
I got a plane, if I got
Mhm.
a plane, right,
Mhm.
and I got someone to make a banner that I could like carry behind me as I fly my little plane around,
Okay.
and my banner said, "Look at me, I'm an asshole," and I just fly it around the sky.
Mhm.
I think people would be right to call me an asshole.
Yeah, no, that's fine. They're still assholes. I'm not questioning
Yeah,
that. That's what I
yeah.
mean.
Like, I wouldn't be like, you know what, that guy bought that banner. They're like, like it's
I
not.
just
You're like,
I
ugh.
feel like the distinct difference here is that calling them an asshole doesn't get them out of the space. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
this, the same kind of asshole that will like show up to a gotcha game and throw like 5 digits of cash at it every month just to be the number one guy on a server or whatever, or the guy who wants to buy like a new rig so they can be the top guy in whatever new game is coming out just to frustrate the other people that are there. Calling that guy out doesn't make them leave. You know what I mean? Like I agree that those people aren't exactly good for the space. But it is difficult for me to argue that their presence is entirely negative. I really wish that it was, right? Like if there was just nothing good at all about them being here, they wouldn't make monitors for these people. But, they do because the people that make the monitors realize that they can sell them to them for money. I don't know what to do about that particular problem. I'm open to suggestions, but I do hate that kind of guy, and I wish there were less of them. I don't know what to do about them. That's what I'm
them
saying.
buying the monitor does not positively impact the game community.
Well, about that, like they buy the monitor, which like feeds into the ecosystem, and then they make an account and they play the game. And sometimes like if I saw that guy online and I didn't know they had this monitor, but they're just suddenly winning against me, I'd keep playing to be good enough to beat that guy, which is like maybe a problem or maybe not, but it's a thing that I would do. And the company that makes the game would see, oh, more people are putting in more hours. There must be more engagement. I guess we just keep going or whatever. Like
No,
that is a thing that can happen. It's happened before.
it's a lot of optimism in that theory.
Maybe so.
Yeah, I'm too old and tired for that much optimism. Yeah, it's just bad. It's
Yeah.
bad. Two thumbs down.
Hmm.
They don't get to come to my birthday party.
That's probably the way that you get him out of the situation. If that guy gets disinvited from enough birthday parties, then like they probably will become less of a problem. They probably won't play anymore.
There it is.
Like the best way to deal with that person, in my experience, is to make sure they don't get games. However, shorter for like reporting tools and like, depending on how effective they become over time, which requires us to know about things like this. They're just going to keep getting games, they're going to continue to show up in other people's games and doing well inexplicably because of some technological advantage. but because it's been easier to get a game than it has ever been before, or even get into games with other people, despite not knowing anything about them. Like shit like this will empower people to be assholes on a much larger scale, and that's kind of the way it's always been, And I don't think the answer is to like shut everything down, because games are fun. They are good for a lot of people, but we got to figure out what to do about bad actors. We got to be serious about it, because it's a complex problem, it turns out.
Complex problems require complex solutions.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to run this keyboard thing by you guys to see if you guys knew what they were saying at a glance. Because I didn't, that's for sure.
I like the idea of it for like other stuff. I'm not really a fan of it for gaming specifically, but like at the same time, accessibility tool is important,
Yeah, like I'm not arguing that this keyboard should not exist. I think it should. Mm-hmm. I think it's a very powerful tool, but like the important detail is to figure out who is going to use it, especially because like the people using it may be using it for good, or maybe using it for, evil or some lesser, maybe like what is a lesser form of evil? I don't know. I don't care about it right
now. No. Like, shit.
I think mischief is one of them.
Yeah, mischief is good. I think like a misinformed reasoning, maybe, where it's like unintended evil.
Negligence, maybe.
Maybe negligence might be good.
But like usually what happens is that like this type, like new tech will usually be pushed upon like enthusiasts, not pushed upon, but like presented to enthusiasts first. Mm-hmm. Like I'm still mad about how like gaming chairs are just like car seats, and they're not really built for comfort or anything like that. There was just some guy who had a bunch of car seats lying around and figured that if we colored them red and black, we could sell them to people who play video games regardless of how comfortable they are. And that is just what gamer chairs are now. Like, a bunch of people fucked up and bought it, but like also like someone definitely came out with short-term gains in mind rather than like long-term effects. And like, I don't have beef with this keyboard. I just don't think people who are playing shooters should be allowed to use them for that. That's what I'm saying. And I think there are other uses, so I think whoever makes these keyboards are probably going to be fine.
I wish they made ergonomic chairs in better colors.
Yeah, right.
I understand they're black because offices, but like, I wish they weren't, I
gotta find, there's gotta be like upholsterers, like in some corner of the world or whatever. I need to be able to talk to a person. Hey man, it's been a couple of years. I need a new chair. I want it to look great. I want to love it. Let's work on something. And then like, like I agree it'd probably be some sort of like custom art thing, but hopefully more money in their pocket, like finds them, gets or nets them access to new tools that simplifies their processes that maybe make it a more widespread, more efficient enterprise. I'd like to be involved in that enterprise. If there are good chairs that are stylish and comfortable, I'd like to know more about them.
Does anybody know if Dr. Disrespect ever endorsed a chair?
I do not know for sure, but I sincerely doubt it.
Okay. Because if so, that chair is off the market.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I mean, it's about time, honestly.
True. Yeah.
Like the fact that you can say like, well, it's about to, like, all that stuff came out and I was just like, I'm not surprised. I don't know why anyone else is. Yeah.
The number of video games that had to roll back DLC. Jesus.
Well, sometimes that happens. Sometimes people back the wrong horse.
I cannot think of a guy who more clearly branded himself a shithead douchebag. Like,
really?
That was like his whole brand.
No, I'm not saying that that's not his brand, but you can't think of anyone that has branded himself more in line like that. Like,
All right, maybe like Tucker Carlson.
okay,
But
now we're
I guess
talking.
my point is that, like, how about this in the sphere of videoed games?
Mhm.
He's the guy who, like, I think most loudly is like, yeah, I'm a shithead douchebag, and people are like,
Okay,
yeah, you are. Here's my money.
okay, hold on. I do want to do this. I'm going to try to do this as correctly as possible. First and foremost, fuck Dr. Disrespect, his clique, everything that he claims and everything that he stands for. But also, Brian, may I remind you about Tommy Tallarico?
Oh,
Do you remember?
no.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
true story. True
Oh.
story.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna say something which is gonna taste bad as it comes out of my mouth.
All right, I guess. Let's do it, I guess.
Though Tommy Tallarico
Mhm.
is very definitely a shithead douchebag,
Okay.
I'm not sure his brand is shithead douchebag.
Incorrect.
Oh, come
Incorrect.
on.
Fundamentally
Come on.
incorrect.
I mean, he's not as much as a public facing like dude as like Dr. Disrespect does. You know, like Dr. Disrespect. Or rather, the other way around. Tommy Tallarico didn't what, never mind. I'm not defending that. Actually, Tommy Tallarico did that dumbass Ferrari event in like Indianapolis or whatever. Like he definitely toured the country. Hey, I'm a shithead douchebag that's making a new console. And like, oh my god, come on, Brian.
Okay. Okay. Like, I'm not saying that he's not a shithead douchebag.
Right, you're right. No, we both agree. He's a shithead douchebag. I'm just arguing that is also his brand.
I think that to a lot of people, he sold himself on the idea of like nostalgia and like, hey, boomers, remember you're in television?
He did do that. That is
I
true.
too remember when things were simpler. And he like there was like a segment of his potential audience that he was like not he was not douching to. He was instead appealing to their member berries and being like, oh hey everybody, hey, remember the early '80s? Do you remember cartons of cigarettes? Do you remember Tab soda?
Oh my
Do you
god.
remember
Wait,
the Soviets?
are cartons of cigarettes not real anymore?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I just want to double check. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, let me take you back, bud. Let me take you back to a day when you could have Tab soda with a carton of cigarettes in the Soviets. Television. Yeah. Um, and so like he definitely to like at least a segment of his audience and a large portion, a lot of people who were like dumping in crowdfunding money on like those various crowdfunding platforms were like
Right.
were like boomers who were like, I have a fixed amount of money for the rest of my life. You can have some of it to make video games. And he did a lot of like peddling the Amico to people who were like in like faith-based spaces who were like, like the only console that honors the risen Christ is the Intellivision Amico. And like, I'm not saying he's not a charlatan, like
Right.
he's very clearly a charlatan. And I think
Right.
that like may in fact even be a larger shithead douchebag. But what I'm talking about is like presentation.
Okay.
Dr. Disrespect sold himself exclusively on the idea that he was a shithead douchebag. He got kicked out of E3 for filming in the toilets. And that's
Yeah.
not even the thing that ended his career. Like,
Right.
yeah, like what a fucking asshole. God.
Hmm. Okay, fair. Let's move on. Tegan, what's your dream gaming chair look like? Or office chair? Either or. Doesn't really matter.
It has a footstool. So I can extend my legs and it can lean back just a little bit, not a ton. I don't want a specific headrest or lumbar support that like comes in on some of those because they don't sit correctly on my body. But I would like those as optional attachments that I could order and place along the curve of the chair myself so I can make sure that it is in line with my particular back. And I want it to have armrests, but the armrests need to be able to go all the way down to like where the seat of my chair is, so that there is the option to have armrests or just not have armrests. But I don't want them to flip back up because that's going to get it caught on like whatever like jacket or whatever I have on the back of the chair, you know?
Quick question. These armrests that go all the way down to the level of the seat, are they load bearing?
Yeah. Like they'd have a lock position and an unlock position. You know, so you could like tuck it under your desk, or like if I had a cat on my lap, I could fold my legs up and like sit comfortably without being like jammed in between the arms, you know, like that.
Okay.
And I want it to come in good colors.
Like,
you know, I want a blue that isn't like the same color as a Doritos bag. I'd like a spring green. I'd like a soft lemon yellow color, you know? Like I want variety that isn't just like pink pastel, white, black, you know? Like get some other colors in, you know?
Brian?
I think for like ideal chair, I love the idea of like elevating the feet. I think that like the footstool idea is very, very good. Here's what I want for that footstool. I think that a key part of the footstool, I have to be able to lock it in place without touching it with my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could like kick it up with your feet.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe like the idea of like pushing down with my feet and then pushing down again to unlock it. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, this is the right distance from the chair now. Click, you know. I also want like, and this is something that would have to like require use of the hands, but I'd also want like a limited ability to just like raise the height of the stool. So like maybe like a telescoping center rod in the thing. So just like you just like rotate the stool while it's in a locked position to it rolls up a thread like it's a screw.
Okay.
Yeah, and the lock mechanism exists at the top of the rod assembly, so that way it can be locked while at its top height. Want that. I think I'm going to need deep cushions on the seat.
Okay.
Because I think about like, you know, you wander into any furniture store, and men of a certain age will immediately just like gravitate to the easy chair section, right?
Right.
Just, like,
yeah.
sit there and become puddle men. And I would like a chair I can be a puddle man in, and that sounds good. So like nice, deep, comfy. I think the main thing is that like it has like the big thing from what I want is it has to be as comfortable like with the back semi reclined as it is with the back all the way up. Because like let's say I want to sit all the way up because I'm like typing and I want to focus and I want to maybe like write something or play a video ed game, then like I'm probably going to be sitting with the back up because I'm like focused. But like let's say I'm just like hanging out and I'm watching some 90 Day Fiance, I'm popping that back a little bit. And like I want like that's what I want it to be, like the kind of like feathery, like just like I'm resting in a hammock, like I'm resting on like a gossamer, you know, like cloud, like here we go. It's soft as an angel's behind. Here we go. Take a little nap, a little yummy nap. Don't worry, there'll still be 90-day fiancés when you wake up.
I don't want it to lean too far back because I don't like it when you go to lean a chair back and it feels like you're about to fall out of the chair because of how loose it gets. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Right.
Don't do that to me.
That's also key, Tegan. That's a very, very important point.
Okay, but where is that? Is that post 45 degrees? Is that like closer? Is it like at 45? Is it at like 30?
I don't know. I don't lean my chair back because I'm afraid I'm going to fall out of it.
Okay.
Also, like, I don't know how to do it. So, 50-50 problem there.
So, okay, so here's another thought then.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important that both the footstool and the chair itself have like a very weighted bottom assembly.
Okay.
Because part of what creates the terror that Tegan's talking about
is that it's there's no counterweight.
Exactly. There's not sufficient counterweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're out here fucking engineering a chair is what we're doing. We're engineering a chair.
I would like it to have, those like little like stupid car pillows that all those racing chairs have,
Mm-hmm.
I want something similar to that. Except I want it to be completely interchangeable and I want to be able to like put my preferred like gaming stuff in it. Like that's the collab pillow location.
Okay.
So that like I could put in like Genshin Impact or like a Nintendo console or Elden Dark Souls. To like theme it a little bit without like ruining the full aesthetic of the chair.
I'd like a chair that's more a recliner than like office chair. Like I think like I'd want
an executive chair? You want an executive chair?
I think that sounds fun. I want enough space so I don't feel like I'm trapped in it, but I think underneath the armrests or where they're supposed to be, I think I'd like storage space. Either
like
that
like a pouch for stuff.
Yeah, I think like on the left side, I want like a pouch or like something I could reach into and like pull stuff out of. And then like I hate reaching underneath my chair to like adjust it. And I like my adjustments to be like on the other side. I think that's what I'd want.
I got another one.
Okay.
So coming out of the back of one of the armrests, I want like a closable cover, so that way you would never see this when this cover is closed. That when you open it, there is a hidden spool of reinforced USB-C Type 3 cabling, right? Here's your USB-C 3 cable that you can then like plug into a compatible wall outlet or a PC for purposes of charging. Charge what, you might ask? On the armrest on the same side, if you open the armrest, is a vertically positioned wireless charging port, so you can just dump your fucking phone in and close it. And there you go.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
The future's now.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fire hazard.
And it doesn't have to be plugged in all the time. When you're done, obviously it's something you might not do all the time. You just like close the snap on the back, so that way the cable recoils. And then when you're not using the charging functionality of like the vertical charging port, just use the thing as like generalized storage. So like if you're like, I want to just put stuff in this like housing inside of this armrest, then you can just put stuff in there.
And probably have like a plastic covering for like the charger when you're not using it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You just don't want to get Cheetos in there or anything,
Yeah. Because like, what if you actually do want to use it for charging?
Yeah.
Don't want to get bugs in your chair,
That does sound terrible. Yeah.
The ants start attacking the Cheetos that you've forgotten in your charging port of your chair. Awful. 0 out of 10 experience.
That's fair. Yeah.
No,
maybe you just zip it up. I don't know. Even then, like someone would leave it open. Someone would get ants in it. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I want it to be easily cleanable also.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was about to say, Tegan.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like,
it doesn't have to be like leather to like wipe down or whatever, but like if there are cushions on it, I'm going to be able to like unzip it and throw those in the wash.
That sounds great.
Oh, hell yes. Yes.
And then when like the stuffing on the inside got run down, as long as the cover is like removable, you could theoretically just like replace the stuffing and be done with it. You don't have to buy a whole new chair. You just have to buy the new cushion, which is so much better.
What's the lifespan on a cushion like that? Like a year, a couple years? What is that?
I think it depends on how long you're in the chair.
I mean, I don't know. Like if let's say you use it as an office chair, like that's easily like 20 hours a week, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
Like 20 hours a week over the course of a year. I don't know. That I'm not going to call that heavy use, but that is definitely like significant use.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that, like, if I do that and I have to change the cushion like every year, that's a hassle. But like maybe like every 3 years, that could be cool.
Yeah, I could say like every 3 to 5 years, and maybe like when you purchase the chair, you can sign up for like, hey, if your thing is running out now, like it might be time to consider buying new cushions.
I want a reminder. I don't need another subscription. I'm mad at subscriptions.
No, I don't think it's a subscription. I feel like it's a reminder you sign up for that, like, hey, it may be time to consider new cushions if you're having issues with your chair.
Yeah, if I get an email that shows up like 3 years after the fact, that's fine. I don't mind that. It's like, hey, man.
Just like, don't forget, this is where you bought this chair from. Also, this is the size of the cushion on your chair. So that when you're ready, here they are. Here's the information you need to easily find the replacement cushions.
That's just helpful. That's justice. Oh, man. Just remembered during this conversation the fourth most important game that I'm still playing, which is Slay the Spire.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You just started that for Raglan's thing, right?
Yeah, Raglan wanted me to do the Streamiversary thing and show up and play like some Slay the Spire. And I spent a week learning what Slay the Spire was. And I cleared it for like the first time on a couple characters last week. I'm about 50 hours into the game at this point. And I've unlocked all the characters. And I've cleared an extension with the Silent, for people who know. And I'm trying to figure out more about the Ascensions, but I'm trying to do it organically. Like, I don't want to just like absorb all the Slay the Spire knowledge and it's like, okay, cool. Because I know it won't be over when I do that. But like, I feel like I'll be missing a piece of the experience. Like, I remember when I played through, like that summer, I decided I'm going to finally play through Dark Souls. Like, I sat down, I played it with a guide, and I got through it, and I had a lot of fun, and I definitely got a lot of the experience. But I definitely was like, oh, this is the sword that I wanted to get, so I'm just doing this stuff until I can get to this sword. And like, I feel like I wasn't, giving enough prescience to the experience. I didn't want to do that with Slay the Spire. So I'm doing that now. Like, periodically when I'm not actively doing something in Final Fantasy XIV or figuring out what I need to do in Rabbits and Steel, and not lamenting the fact that I'm not playing through Unicorn Overlord, or now I guess going forward, not grinding out levels in Splatoon, I will also be trying to ascend in Slay the Spire.
That's so many things to be doing.
Yeah, right.
That's so many things to be trying to do at the same time.
These are just video games. These aren't even like the normal human things that I have to do.
Yeah, like maintaining your summer menu and like whatever else is going on.
That reminds me, I can add enchiladas now. I am now confident enough to put enchiladas on my menu. I was
yes. Heck yes.
There was a very long period of time. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I ever talked about this particularly on the show, but enchiladas are super important to me. They are probably my favorite food. I love red enchiladas, especially with beef. It's so good. And I grew up with them. They are a comfort food for me to the point where, especially those years when I was living on my own, whenever I had a particularly bad day and I was in a mood, I would order or go find enchiladas to eat. That's what I would do. And actually, I think there was one point where I think I like held them in such esteem that like a girl that I was dating in college tried to make enchiladas and then like was unhappy with her effort and broke up with me because she felt like she couldn't do it.
Oh my God.
There were probably other reasons that we broke up, but that was one of the things that she mentioned outright, and that has been in my head for a little while. But recently I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I can make enchiladas. Maybe. I don't know. And so like I sat down and I got a grocery list together and I studied a couple recipes and pieced together a couple of things that I liked and things that I think I could do. And then I made a batch of enchiladas a couple weeks ago. If you're on the Impossible Coin Discord, you may have seen photos of them. And those were pretty good. And then I've made enchiladas a couple times since then. And I've made like day after enchiladas. I've turned day after enchiladas into enchiladas montadas. If you know, you know. And that was a very good time. And now I'm confident that I'm a man that can make enchiladas. And I didn't think I'd ever be that, personally. I knew that there were a lot of things that I could be and a lot of things that I was absolutely going to be come hell or high water, but I didn't know I'd get to be a man who can make enchiladas. And that's cool.
Sounds delicious.
It was. It is. Still is, actually. And I can make them whenever I want.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I love when I can do things with my hands. That stuff brings me so much joy. It's just like, oh man. Like the first time I made a bowl of ramen that I was happy with, you know, like not even just like, this is a bowl of ramen, or like, I could eat this, or like, this is pretty good. I'm like, hell yeah, this is a bowl of ramen. I made it with my hands. Fucking vibe. I love that so much. So I got to figure out the next frontier. I'll get there. All in due time.
I've sent you like a dozen ideas.
Oh, that's right.
I'm doing my best, okay?
That's right. Tegan, I haven't... Wait, no. It's still halfway through the month. I'm going to get ahead of it. I think I'm going to... Because, like, trying to catch up on all my monthly TikToks the day or so before the month ends is untenable. And also...
Well, yeah. I've told you.
No, that's fair. I also have Raid coming up, which means I can't give up those couple of days to do my TikToks. So I think I'm gonna have to start the week before. So I'm gonna see how that feels. Like the week before the penultimate week of the month, I'm gonna sit down and just watch my TikToks and see what it is, because like it's regularly in the hundreds, multi-hundreds at this point. They're not all Tegan, but a lot of them are Tegan. Like, Tegan consistently shows up with triple-digit TikToks. I know that for sure.
Rocky, I want to just describe an experience that I had
sure.
after I opened TikTok.
Yeah, sure. What's up, man?
So I opened TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, maybe I'll clear out my inbox.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, before I do, though, I'm like, why don't I just, like, watch some stuff from people I follow?
Yeah.
As I'm sitting there watching,
uh-huh,
as I am watching TikToks,
mm-hmm,
I get the notification across the top of my screen twice. Tegan has sent you a video.
Listen, hey.
And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I closed TikTok.
You gotta watch it. Listen.
No, like, okay, here's the thing. For people, like, Tegan does love TikTok. She probably loves it more than any of us. But the thing is that when Tegan sends you a TikTok, there is a promise. It's unspoken. You didn't sign a contract or anything, but there is a promise that it is a curated TikTok for your personal enjoyment. That you will find something to connect with in the video that Tegan sent you, because Tegan deigned to send it to you. Because I have to believe that of the TikTok that Tegan sent me, there are at least 9 or so per TikTok that she did not send me. And that's just what it is.
Yeah. No, I watch probably like 1,000 TikToks a day or some shit.
Yeah.
And like I only send TikToks that I think my friend very specifically that I think my friends will enjoy. And so sometimes like I'll go like 3 or 4 days without sending you a single goddamn TikTok. And then I'll just be like 12 in a row. These are for Rocky.
Yeah.
No,
6 in a row. These are for Brian.
I recognize it because like I'll see that like you are sending me TikToks which are like you have sent me TikToks which are like very specifically like oftentimes like about stuff which doesn't even seem to like speak deeply to your own interest. It's kind of like you went TikTok shopping.
Yeah.
You'll be like, yeah, here's the thing about like rare books, or here's something which is wrestling adjacent, or here's some movie ones, here's some like
this is the guy who very thoughtfully speaks about how he's crafted a sandwich that I know Brian is going to absolutely enjoy.
Yeah,
and also the sandwich looks really good, and I bet Brian has those ingredients in his home and could actively make himself this sandwich should he so choose.
Yeah.
I do a lot of work to bring only materials that I believe my friends will enjoy, you know?
I do have to second like Rocky's like assertion that like it's very, very carefully curated. But it was just like seeing 2 get added to the pile while I was in there.
You know what the nice thing is about TikTok is sometimes if you don't look at someone's messages, TikTok will simply surface that TikTok that your friend has sent you to your own For You page.
It's true. They definitely do that.
To be like, hey, your friend sent you this and you haven't seen it yet. So maybe if we'll bring it here and then you'll see it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm on level 1022 of Kitten Match.
Oh, okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
At this point, I've helped the kittens do quite a few things. We have fully restored the country cottage, chalet, the beach house, and now we're in the process of restoring a pirate ship.
Ooh, pirate ship!
Not? Yeah. And the game just does not know how to skin me, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Just give me like $5, man. And I'm like, no. Like, look, just $5. Just give it to me. I'm like, no, I will not. I will not give you $5.
Hey, Brian, let me hold $5.
Yeah.
What if I promise? Yeah. I'll promise to give it back. Just let me hold it for
a little bit. No.
This reminds me of work problems that I'm having. I will not discuss them because it's for my actual job, but also,
I'm knowing how many levels there are in Kitten Match. Right now, there's about 3,500 levels.
Oh, okay. That's not that many.
I'd like to get a handle on when I started playing Kitten Match, and I'd have to go to the records to find that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, can I reach a point where I finally get ahead of Kitten Match? Like, can I eventually like play like whatever is the final available level of Kitten Match? And I was like, oh, there's so many other things I could be doing with my life. Hearthstone, I'm still banging around in Diamond.
That's right. It's like that.
It really is. Fuck.
Yeah.
You'll get out of there, though. We believe.
You'll get out. You know.
Yeah, but the only way to get out of Diamond is Legend.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I know.
The only way out is through. You know. That's what it is.
You can do it.
Yeah.
I have complete faith.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
I think you're gonna be so excited you're gonna text us about it.
Yeah.
Oh. Brian finally made Legend special.
Let's go.
Who knows? Who knows?
It'll be fun.
Calm down. New expansion drops week after next.
Okay.
I feel like I really need to put the hammer down if I want to try and do it this season. Because once that new expansion drops, it's going to be fucking chaos and anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
As people start to figure out weird new interactions between old cards and new cards, and just run around the ladder going, "It's my birthday! It's my birthday!" And like you're like, "Well, what's this deck?" And the person's like, "I don't know. It's my birthday."
They're like, "It's my new I'm trying something deck. Are you excited?"
Yep.
I'm trying something deck?
I'm
like
trying
that?
something on you. I'm gonna try it. It's like, oh no.
And you're just like, what are you doing? And it's like, it's that point where everybody's just trying to figure out what works.
Yeah.
And then there's the people out there who are like, I'm here for the memes. Like the meme people awaken. And like the part of me that was here for the memes is mostly dead now. I just want the Legend. They beat the fun out of me.
Damn it. Does that mean you're gonna go aggro?
I'm currently running an aggro hunter deck.
That's crazy.
Just it means the matches are fast.
It's true.
And you know, the faster the match, the more matches you can play, and the more matches you can play, the faster you can Legend.
True. Correct.
So it means if like it looks like you're gonna lose, at least you'll lose quickly.
Brian?
Yeah.
It's certainly not my place to tell you how to play your game. And if you're trying to find the fastest way out, I absolutely respect it. But one thing that I've always liked when you've told me about your endeavors in Hearthstone is that there was a way that you enjoyed playing the game, that you decided that there is a vibe that you want to play. And I always believe that good players try to win with their favorites. And if that's just not the way that the meta plays out, then that's fine. I totally understand. But I hope that you find a way that you can win at the game in a way that you can enjoy.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm in a space where I'm just like, you know what, Lord, just give me this.
Right.
I've done my time.
Yeah, I've got nothing else going on. God, just give me this.
Pick up your weapon and face it.
Yeah. You know, I can I just want to see that diamond turn into a golden gem with a number on it just once. Just fucking do it. Just do it. And like I am also aware that like once you're a Legend, you basically have to play all the time because like you might just get bumped out of Legend.
Sure.
And you know, but I like whatever. Like once I've made it, I've made it.
Okay.
You know, like just let me get into Legend once, because then I have the card back that says made Legend. That way, when you like queue up against somebody and you see that they have the Legend card back, you're like, oh fuck me, because you know,
like,
I tell you what,
no.
Nothing feels better than just absolutely whole decking the motherfucker with the Legend card back and be like, that's right, I'm your father. I don't care about your Legend card back. But it's a nice little like it's a yummy intimidation, the Legend card back, and I want it. And And right now, if what it takes is Aggro Hunter, then I will throw away fun to get there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Then he'll get to play with his faves and have the intimidation tactic.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Then I can.
And people will be like, "You got to legend with this deck," and you're like, "They don't have to know that I changed it." Ha ha.
Yeah, that's right. It's Milkshake Priest that got me to legend. Wink. There's some really cool stuff, really cool tools for Milkshake Priest right now. They got a card called Shadow Word Steel, where you just like literally just pick up a minion off the fucking field and put it into your hand. You're like, oh, thanks for that minion. Boop, and you put it into your hand.
Amazing. My minion now.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, you got to replay it, but like, it doesn't go straight into play. But you're taking it out of play and you're making it yours, and like that's nice. That's classic Milkshake action. Yeah. I guess something else which I've had going on in the last couple of weeks is I've had a fair amount of my critical writing published as well.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to like go read stuff that I write, I am being published with some regularity now at dailygrindhouse.com.
Ooh.
And they covered my review of a film from the Chattanooga Film Festival, Cannibal Mukbang. I did a review of a really cool French film called The Vortilac, which is a vampire movie, and in that film, the vampire is a 5-foot tall marionette. So like it was like really really cool like puppet effects. And I just did like a really really big deep dive on the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. And I've got some other pieces coming out, including like a critical examination about the way brands are represented in the film Challengers. And it's been a nice outlet, and I've gotten some great feedback for it. And so like, if you want to keep up with your boy and see some of the stuff I have to say about the movies, because I don't really do much of that here, you can go read my writing at Daily Grindhouse.
Word.
Yeah.
We should throw a link up when we post the episode.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
In like the description or something.
Yeah. That's a good wisdom.
I'm full of good wisdom. Don't try to follow me for it, though. It only comes in spurts.
Okay.
I'm not like those dog Twitters, you know? You know what I mean?
I do.
So, Tegan, are you sure you don't have anything to talk about today?
I mean, it sounds like you think I have something to talk about today.
No, I don't. Like, this is more me.
No, I just have Splatoon. Oh, I started playing Final Fantasy again. That's it. I'm level 30 now, officially. Wow, I'm helping a bunch of little onion fairy things in the woods. And I'm not entirely sure how to continue my Black Mage quests. But I'm sure I'll figure it out.
For sure. I mean,
let me talk to somebody.
Let me know if you need help. I'm not officially a mentor
You're
right now.
Busy. You're so busy though. You have so many things you're doing.
Tegan, if you need help, ask for help. And also, a standing rule for anyone who's listening: if a friend asks for help, you help them.
True. Maybe ask some questions though. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Do we need to crack an egg for possible coin?
Brian, we engineered a chair today. I don't know how much more cracking we need to do.
Oh my God, that really is crack an egg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus. Are you the toughest guy in Ohio?
I'm the toughest guy in Ohio. But don't raise your voice at me. I will cry.
Oh my God. Honestly, I'm just trying to do right by my people. You know, I married a nice Mennonite girl. No, I didn't. But
the thing you haven't done yet is figured out what your local farmers market is, and it's a shame because it's corn season.
There's a couple local farmers markets.
Yeah, you gotta go because this is the only season I'm passionate about in Ohio. Corn season. Corn season's so good. It's so good. Rocky, listen. You gotta go. You gotta go get your corn. It's so good. I went to the farmer's market today. Got it right off the truck. They had it. They were harvesting it in the field, and they just pulled the truck around, and that was it. And I got corn, and it's so good, and it doesn't even need butter or anything. You can just eat the corn because it's so good.
That is dope.
God, I can't wait. I'm going to make it right after this. As soon as we're done, I'm making corn. Remember that time I was playing Splatoon and I got super distracted and died because I was thinking about corn?
You mean when we all died because you were distracted and talking about corn?
Yeah, that's right. I was just like, everyone died and I was like, sorry, I was thinking about corn.
Actually, what happened? Like,
it's
got
so
taken.
good.
It's in 1080p.
4K, yeah.
One day it'll be in 4K, but this one was in 1080p.
God, it was so funny.
God damn it.
I can't wait. It's so good.
I have to find an artist real quick, but I'll do that.
My aunt brought up some tahine.
Yeah, I just bought more tahine. Let's go.
Yeah. She brought some up from Phoenix last time she was up.
That reminds me. I need to find a person that will that can regularly supply me with pica fresas, which is my candy of choice. When I used to live in that shitty little apartment, we had a grocery store before it became Food King, where all the prices were wrong. It was a Big 8 food store, and I could buy 100 pack of those candies the same way that you could buy the big packs of Snickers or Skittles or whatever the fuck. And once the supermarket changed hands, they stopped offering them. And I spoke to several different employees at that fucking Food King, including managers, saying, hey, if you order these, you can order them by the case. I don't care. I will buy them. Just make sure that they're here. And my cries went unheard for years. And now I'm not even at the border anymore. And I've decided that I'm going to figure this out. So if anyone wants to be my ally on my quest, help me find a good way to get pica fresas to myself in Ohio on a regular basis. And rant.
For sure. It's a candy. I can do it.
It is a candy.
I love candy. Candy's my favorite food.
It is actually Tegan's favorite food. Holy shit.
So, all right. What quantity are you looking for?
100 piece. I could deal with the 8s, but I don't want the 8s. I want the 100.
Okay, so the 100 piece. And how do you feel? Or like, what is an appropriate price for 100 pieces?
I mean, I used to pay $8 a bag, and that was fine. I'm interested in paying a bit more because I'd have to do shipping and all that, but we can discuss that. But like back then when it was local, I would buy 2 bags on my monthly grocery trip, and that would come out to like $20 with tax. Yeah, there's these. I also, I do see this, and I have seen this. Brian has located a Amazon link for the candy that I'm looking for, which I'm very interested in. I hope I could buy them directly from Kamikob Creations because my girl hates Amazon, and I hate Walmart. And both of them, I think, actually offer sales for these. But if I could buy them from just about anyone else, that would be amazing.
I'm just out here trying to help.
I appreciate you. You have no idea.
No, I did not realize that my employer was Voldemort. So
I'm sorry, guys.
I don't think it's that. I think it's that they just prefer to shop more locally.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look into this. Infinity Store LLC and Kamikob Creations. I know they work through Amazon, and that does make their business easier. I know how it works. See what happens. I'm gonna continue doing it, but
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, true.
I believe.
Man, they sold 900 in the past month. Kamikob Creations. That sounds right. That's how good Pika Fresas are. For this imported Mexican strawberry candy. Okay, but yeah, I will get to that in the future. Also, there's all this anime I have to watch. I've caught up on most of it actually for our weekly anime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The things that I have not watched yet, I can look at this list real quick.
We owe an anime episode. It will be a very long anime episode, but it will be delivered eventually.
True. I have not watched Bye Bye Earth, The Elusive Samurai, Quality Assurance, In Another World, My Senpai is a Boy, Twilight Out of Focus, and How to Become Ordinary. I've watched everything else.
Great news. Bye Bye Earth didn't start airing until this week, so you're fine.
Yeah, what up? Let's go. But I've watched everything else that's currently on this list. And I've watched a couple of things I'm watching on my own, specifically Tower of God.
I know you didn't watch Delico's Nursery because that isn't coming out until August 8th.
Hey, what up? I haven't watched... no, I have watched... I watched Tower of God. I watched... I Parry Everything. Oh, that's actually on this list. I watched Plus Size Elf.
Mm-hmm. How is Plus Sized Elf? I have concerns and curiosities.
Plus Size Elf, I do want to say, Tegan, you may not like it. It is an ecchi comedy. That's how it's pitched. There are like titties in the first like 4 minutes. It's just what it is. But it does seem like a very on the level like health management anime.
Okay.
It's the plot is silly as it sounds, and I won't apologize for it. But the idea is that there's an elf who's from a fantasy world that has a portal that transfers into like the human world or whatever. And what she realized is that in the fantasy world, like elves are vegetarians, and so like they just kind of eat like raw roots and shit, or sometimes boiled roots. And there's not a lot of variety there. But then she heard about French fries, and so she came to the human world and ate a shit ton of French fries and gained a lot of weight. And this is the sillier part, is that the portal that takes you from world apparently has a weight requirement. Like it just like doesn't want to send people that didn't match the weight of people that came in back the other way. And so like she goes to a clinic to try to get back into her original shape. And so she like works with like these physical therapists and like works her way down to her original weight. And then she goes home for a bit. And then like at the end of the episode, they run into her at a McDonald's eating another plate of French fries. So it doesn't seem like it's just like, waha, you just lost your weight. It seems like a much more like clear examination about it. That's what I've known from like the manga, but I never read it because I don't read manga anymore. So I'm gonna write it out because I've been looking forward to this, and like I might actually buy the manga if this turns out to be good. But at the moment, it's silly and it's pretty horny, and that's just what it is. It's all the anime everything about anime that like everyone warns you about. But I'm watching it anyways.
I mean, when that's what you're looking for, that's what you're looking for.
True. And
I wouldn't say it's a warning. I'd just say it's a like heads up, you know?
It's true. Yeah, it's like heads up. Like, that's the thing.
Just so you know, this one, horny as fuck, actually.
Yeah, this one you're gonna see titties. It's fine. Like, it's what it is. Like, it's not hentai, for sure. Like, there aren't people fucking in this show. It's just you're gonna see titties every once in a while. That's what it is. And I'm watching Tower of God, which is like it's a Crunchyroll original. It's an adapted manhwa. And this is supposed to be the section of the story where things like really pop off. Like, the first season was very much like Prelude. Like, the protag Ban is like a character that seems to have a lot of potential, but doesn't really do anything for most of the season. And then, like, in the last couple episodes, they realize like how capable he ultimately is. And then there's like a very significant betrayal for character development. And then this is the season where they decided he gets to be a badass from the jump. And that's where we're at. So this will be fun. We'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Oh, man. But I'm really happy that they're remaking Black Clover.
Right? It's just different, slightly different Black Clover.
It's Black Clover to the left, man. No, it's, you know what it is? You know what it, like,
you tell Black Clover, what it is, and I'll tell you what Anime Club said what it was.
That's fair. Black Clover is definitely a cult classic, right? Like, the thing that people that like it really like it. But it actually has things to say. Wissoria Wand and Sword is a Black Clover clone that normal people are gonna like. That like if this anime actually pops off like in the mainstream, it will not be a surprise to me. Because like they replace Asta, who's like a loud, short, like angry anime boy with a heart of gold, with like, you know, a nerdy Deku type that has the exact same arc, like just straight up. Yeah. And they replaced Yuno, who was like, you know, the Sasuke type, with just a Bakugo instead, and like everything else is the same. Well, you know, they added a tower that we can periodically come back to. So like, even if you're like not actively watching the show, instead of watching like a full arc, you're like, oh, we're back in the tower. This is a new monster. Look at him doing sword stuff. But like, he has the same longsword, greatsword combo. Like, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. But it's Black Clover again, and like, I hope people like it this time. That's all I'm saying. What did Anime Club say?
Behold, Japanese Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, it is also Japanese Harry Potter.
It's Harry, and it's
Draco.
And it's Hermione, and it's Severus, and it's Lupin. Like, those are the characters we know so far. Haha.
It's crazy that they cut out Ron, though. It's so crazy.
I mean, they've cut him out so far, but also he's got this cat, right? And that cat that's a person.
Yeah.
That's a person. I can't wait for the cat to turn into a girl. You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. Yeah. It's just a matter of when.
Man, also, so like Black Clover did that too. There's like a bird that could turn into a girl, but like the bird wasn't like hanging out. Like the bird was like in the background of like most of the show for like the first like 50 episodes.
Yeah. And
then it's just like, oh wait, she's a girl. Oh wait, this is lore. And then we go and we do stuff, and that was cool.
Yep.
But they're just like,
gonna be a Tsun, and the cat's gonna like give me Kuching vibes 100% of the time. That's it, you know?
Yeah. Oh man. And I Parry Everything. I hope that guy gets the world. I love that guy so much. Brian, you got to watch I Parry Everything. I don't know how. You know what? We have an Impossible Coin High Dive account. You can watch it on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I Parry Everything is it's a fantasy story. It's not an isekai, right? So it's just this kid. The kid has a sad backstory. He's an orphan. His parents died when he was young. We watched one of them die. The other one was just kind of around. But he was, sold on the idea of adventurers. And then shortly after his parents passed, he spent some time studying, and then he decides, I'm going to go out and be an adventurer. And he goes to a guild at like child's age, and they're like, kid, get out of here, kid. We can't let you be an adventurer. And then, you know, they realize the kid is serious, so they decide, well, go to the magic school. And you can learn a bit about adventuring there, and if you develop some good skills, then we can register you, and that'll be that. So he goes to the magic school, and he goes to try to become a swordsman at first, and apparently he like all the swordsmen like awaken some like magic swordsman ability, like, you know, like Vorpal Slash or like Fire Sword, some bullshit, and like he doesn't get any of those. The only thing that seems to stick with him is that he's able to parry, And then they send him to another camp where he like learns to try to be like a tank or something, like a warrior. But like he's not especially good at that. And then they send him to the thief school, and like he's not good at any of the sneak shit. So like they kick him out. Not kick him out. They just tell him like they don't kick him out. Actually, that's another thing. The instructor is just very kind. They're saying, "Hey, it doesn't look like you're progressing really well here. I don't think that you'll be able to develop well here. You might want to explore a different field." And they say that every time.
And they'll all suggest a different feel. So like the warrior class was like, "Hey, you're not doing warrior stuff. Maybe you can go do tank stuff." And then the tank guy's like, "You're not doing tank stuff. Maybe you can do sneak stuff. You got this like light build." And the sneak guy's like, "You're not doing it here. Maybe go be a hunter instead of a rogue, you know?"
Yeah.
It's very chill.
And so they run him through the gamut. He tries to be a hunter, but like, you know, he doesn't gravitate to any like the dexterity weapons or whatever. And then they send him to be a mage. The mage dude kind of talks a little bit of shit. He actually says like it's astonishing that you are so untalented with magic. Like it's really rare that people can't do any more than this. Like the only thing he can do is like conjure a tiny flame on his finger or whatever.
Like a candle.
Right. And then he goes to the cleric school, and he's able to like heal himself, which they do remark that it's interesting that he's able to heal himself without a blessing, but otherwise like they don't know what else to do with him. So they send him on his way. And so he goes back to the guild after spending like a year and a half at each, like 3 months at each individual like school or whatever. And they say like, well, we can't register you like this. And then so he leaves. And then he goes and he like tries to live his life in his childhood home, and he like continues his training, and he decides that I'm just going to keep parrying because they said I was good at that. And he's just like sets up like wooden swords like hanging outside of his like home, and just trains with those like morning, noon, and night until he can parry. Like I think his feat is like 1,000 wooden swords at once, all the way like completely surrounding him. And I'm staring at this like, dude, like. People can't do that. And he has no idea, you know? And then he goes back like 10 years later as a fully grown man. And then they see the list of things that he like learned when he was a kid. And they realize like, we can't really register you like this. But then they tell him that you can start at the bottom of the barrel where you can't go out and fight monsters or anything, but you can handle tasks for like the people, but you will be an adventurer. And then he's like just super honored that he gets the opportunity to like call himself an adventurer, and he takes his work seriously. You know, he like runs around and he does these chores, and he's very strong, and he's very fast, and people love him. And then one day, like at the end of the episode, he comes across some maiden who's being attacked with her full guard by like a minotaur, and they're all getting smoked like one shot. But like he picks up one of their swords, and he just repeatedly parries like the minotaur's attacks. And eventually he parries it so that the axe like cuts off the minotaur's head, and that's the end of the episode. And like this guy, he's gonna do something, man. And it's because of his hard work, and he never gave up, and he always believed in his dream. And it's not even like this, like he doesn't like he wanted to be an adventurer because he believed in the romance of being an adventurer, not because he wanted some prestige or like power or any of that other shit. He just wants to like go on adventures and help people and make friends and shit. And I think he deserves it.
It's very good. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Oh, man. I just wish it wasn't called I Parry Everything. But that's the bit. So, whatever.
I have no idea what the hell you just said.
Fair enough. Sometimes that happens.
I became very lost, only vaguely terrified. Then my brain just unfocused, and I thought of my movie.
I see you also brought us a $60 chocolate that seems to have the Burger King on it.
Yeah, it's a Carlos V bar, or a whole box of Carlos V bars. I would have thought that with your Southwest roots, you would also be like, oh yeah, Carlos V bars.
No, I know what Carlos V bars are, but they are pretty good. But you know, if I'm gonna choose a Nestle bar, I think I'd probably choose Crunch. But I do like dark chocolate.
I like how mild the Carlos V bar is.
I respect that.
Yeah, like because like most milk chocolate just has that kind of like kind of like dog shit, like kind of like grimy, grainy taste. I think it's part of why like the Nestle Crunch bar is like okay, is they kind of like the little rice puffs like break up the otherwise like unpleasant texture. But like the Carlos V bar is like cool to like hang out and have like a black cup of coffee with.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, because like it's so like mild and sweet. You just like sit there like alternating sips of coffee with the very very like light and mild chocolate bar. It can be tasty. You probably don't want to have 96 of the fuckers laying around.
Yeah, you got to throw the whole box in the freezer or something.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah. How are we feeling, gang?
I think we're feeling like we could go like have some tamarind candies, which are tossed in chili powder.
Don't tempt me with a good time, man. I miss tamarind so much, bro. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's like I was trying to explain to someone the other day.
Where
they're like, yeah, New York has bodegas. I'm like, yeah, New York has bodegas, man.
Yeah.
But here in the Southwest, we got the fucking carniceria. And let me tell you what.
Man, I miss my carniceria, man.
Yes, right.
That guy would fucking hook me up, man. God damn it.
Oh. A cooler full of drinks right up front. Oh, yeah.
Bruh, you know, jarritos are a fucking luxury item out here. Like, they charge like $3 for a jarrito out here. Do you believe that shit?
I do.
Dude,
I believe it.
It's fucking exotic here, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I do not.
How far that thing has to travel to get here, though. Like,
no, I get it. I know the logistics, but like, also, fuck, I used to get like, man, I could get like 3 of those for $1 on a good day. God damn. But you know, whatever, man. It's an adjustment. I'm just glad I can make enchiladas, you know? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They want to charge me $20 for enchiladas out here. And like, honestly, Brian, I can make them better than that. Oh my God.
What's the nearest place you can go just to get a stack of like fresh flour tortillas made by someone's grandma and have that stack cost like less than $10?
I gotta find out. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nah, up here? Nah.
There's someone. There's someone with a masa press out here somewhere for sure. I don't know where they are yet. That's what I mean. Like I still buy my tortillas at the like the grocery store and everything, and like that's like a national distribution thing. But there's some abuela out here with a masa press for sure, because there are still Mexican restaurants where everyone still speaks Spanish. Like. They're out here. I don't know where their suppliers are yet.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. What you need to do is you need to go back on your next trip down, right? And you just need to buy your own. And come back up. And then you can be the supplier.
I start selling tortillas. I could probably do that.
You could do that.
Fucking set him up to be the Heisenberg of fucking tortillas and
do it.
Ohio. I'm going to disrupt the tortilla game.
I mean, that's fair. Like, because here's the thing, like, Brian, I mean, obviously there are people like they're paying the rent and like, you know, they have to import chile and shit because like they don't have the chile here for sure. But like, also like, man, like there are places I know I've yelled about it before. There are places that sell like $5 tacos and like $12 burritos and shit, and like. It's because they know what they're selling. Like, they're actual burritos. They just cost more. And that's what it is, you know? And, like, I get that. I totally understand. But, like, I know enough that I can make something at home that I'm happy with. And that's where I'm at currently. There are some things that I can't, you know? And there's more to try, for sure. Like, there's definitely a larger, like, Indian food scene out here. And a larger, like, authentic, like, Korean and, like, Japanese food scene out here that I'm very happy with. There's a lot more Greek food. Like, I don't even think... I would be hard pressed to find a good gyro in El Paso for sure. Like I think there's something that people could sell me that is legally a gyro, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like they don't have the olives, they don't have the fresh lamb. It's a whole different experience. But like I am not going to fight people over Mexican food out here. I don't have to.
Is that a college town that you are in?
It is a college town.
Oh yeah,
yeah. College city.
It's one of the big international, one of the big like international like hubs too. Tons of international students there.
Yeah. Because as near as I could tell, for like a vast swath of the Mid-Atlantic and the Ohio Valley, college towns or college city equals more Greek food than you can shake a fucking stick at, and it is a good time.
Hell yeah. Time. Oh man, that's right. I gotta get into some tech. There was a box of like gyro fries that I had in LA like 8 years ago that I still have dreams about every now and again. Maybe I start working on that. Because I actually know where the Mediterranean like supply stores in my area are. Maybe I start putting something together. Find the good olives, you know?
Oh. Is this a show?
I'm with it.
Okay.
What do you think, Jakes?
Yeah, I think it's a show.
All right.
Rocky, take us home.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody, this has been the Impossible Coin podcast. You can find it where podcasts are found, but you probably already know that because you're listening to us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Thanks for understanding our hiatus. Also,
yeah, true. Yeah, actually, it's a big deal because we definitely needed the time. That's for sure. How do we normally do this? Oh, right. We thank the people that make this possible, like Big Sach. Congrats on his wedding, by the way. He produced the music at the beginning and end of the show. And you can find his work on Bandcamp at betweenrooms.bandcamp.com. He's also on SoundCloud, which we don't really fuck with, but we fuck with our boy. So if you want to check him out, he's on soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ. Also, our logo is also a t-shirt, and it was designed by Lauren Moran. You can find her on the social media at Lauren Moran. She might still be on the artist formerly known as Twitter. We know she's on Blue Sky, and she definitely has a Patreon, so check her out there. She does good work. And for us, we're on social media. All the big ones, Impossible Coin, no dashes, underscores, anything weird like that. So if you want to say something, if you want to yell about keyboards or pitch us your newest chair idea, or if you have a good idea where I can find pica fresas in the Ohio Valley area, then let me know. We're spread around a couple of them. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Brian is on Twitter and Blue Sky. Tegan's on Tumblr. All Impossible Coin. And if you see any imposters, let us know because we try to deal with those. And you can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/ImpossibleCoin. There, Tegan and I are regularly playing video games and probably doing other stuff. I know there's a thing I want to do in August, and I got to get that put together, but it should be fun. And I want to do a bit more regular stuff. Because I've been playing a lot, and that's cool and all. Because I was going to do that anyways, but I have some ideas, and I look forward to sharing them with you all.
Right.
But yeah, that's us.
That's the show.
Bye.